Y'all know what it is. It is the morning after. Oklahoma does exactly what we expected them to do. Well, at least what I expected them to do. Beating Bama 23-21 on the road. The road dogs show that they are hard to kill. So, of course, we're going to break it down. Good, the bad, the ugly, because there was some. But we're going to spend a lot of time on the excellent because these players deserved a lot more praise than I think that they're even receiving right now. So, let's dive into that. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. This is Hog Media Production presented by Sleeper. Check them out. They're going to hook you up. They're going to match your first deposit at 100% up to $100. Use our promo code UNFAIR. So, yeah, man, this was everything I dreamed of and more. I want to, first off, the first shout out here on the good here is definitely going to be the Sooner Nation. Y'all showed up. Y'all showed out. Shout out to Denise. We met her at the bar, at the hotel. Sweet, great. Thank you for supporting the channel. JD and Bob, we saw them for dinner after the game. Appreciate you, Bob. Thank you so much for the love. The entire Wine family, y'all were dope. Took a picture, posted it on the socials. Appreciate y'all. They're frequent viewers of here and Locked On Sooners. So, yeah, y'all showed up. And it's funny because when you see the stadium, it's tough to tell because everybody wears crimson, everybody wears white. And when they wear the shirts that are the red, the crimson and the white, or the red and white, it looks pink. So all you saw was pink, white, and red all over the stadium. It was really hard to distinguish it until when you looked up and that W hit and you saw Sooner Nation flood over to the side by the band. Yeah, y'all was in there. Y'all took over. It's a fantastic job. Great group, great people. I am proud of Sooner Nation for showing up. Met so many of y'all that watch us. So, yeah, it was excellent. So I'm very proud of y'all just in general on that. Continue good, man. I don't think y'all understand that this defense is good. It ain't perfect, but it's good. And it does it the way that you want it to be done. Like, they're always closing out when the close needs to happen. Yes, Ty Simpson finished with 326, 28 for 42. We forced 2 turnovers in the first half. We caused problems for them. We made it difficult. And you could tell with the scheme what BV was doing, especially in the first half. In the first half, it was kind of pretty ridiculous. If you go, the numbers, going to be honest, first half numbers were scary, stinky, wild. Like second quarter for Bama, 206 yards of offense, get their 14 points. Ty Simpson was dealing, but you could tell that BV was kind of, okay, time to turn it up. We're going to turn it up. We're going to turn it up. And they turned it up through the third and the fourth quarters when you start to feel it. Third quarter wasn't bad for them. Fourth quarter, we turned it up. Kip Lewis said he was going to maintain his ownership stake in the state of Alabama, getting himself a sack. Actually got 2 if I'm correct. Yeah. Doing what we do best on the defensive side of the ball. Shockingly, we only got 5 tackles for loss in this game. 4 sacks, but 5 tackles for loss. And I think it was more of we knew that they weren't going to really run. I mean, they had 80 yards rushing, so it wasn't terrible. But we knew that the run game was where their biggest struggle was. They stopped running Jam Miller, and they gave that ball to Hill, big boy Hill. I think he's like 240. He's like X-Rob. And because of that, it was more of a don't let Ty Simpson destroy you with darts all game long. Some of y'all are going to claim you think that was what it was, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Ty was taking what was given to him, but we were setting him up to where they would try to go for them longer plays, and we was in his chest. Go watch it. The most important plays, we were going after him. And because there was a lot of good in this game. You forced 3 turnovers on a team that don't turn the ball over. We forced 2 turnovers in the first half. They hadn't had 2 turnovers in the first half, like all games combined before that. That is what you wanted to do. You were forcing them. The pick 6 was perfect. Luck, and it's funny because I'm going to talk about this in the excellent side because Eli deserves a lot of love for that. Same thing as much as I want to talk about on the bad side for my guy Kobe. He wasn't all that great in a lot of capacity, but guess what? He recovers that fumble, you don't get your pick six. Like literally, it was the next play, which is bananas in my brain, that Reggie Powers forces the fumble, Kobe misses it, and we don't get it. The next play, Eli Bowen takes it to the crib. Kind of got some good stuff going for you. Can't be mad about that, right? But no, crazy enough, we didn't have, I think this is our second game all season. We didn't have double-digit tackles for loss. It was one of those, man. We still balled in a way that you needed to ball. You forced them to go really one-dimensional, and your defense did enough to force Ty Simpson into making mistakes that he didn't want to make. That's the good there. Bad, got to talk a little bit about the bad. He did give up 329 yards passing, but it felt like it was 26 yards passing, but it felt like it didn't feel like it was as bad as you think. A lot of long drives, time of possession was absurd, but that goes back to the good because the defense was giving you short yardage most of the game. The offense didn't have to go many places, right? You were causing short yardage. Isaiah Sategna's return on that punt return, to me, really just showed just kind of how well this team played just in all phases. We just need to up ourselves in another way, especially when it comes about talking about offense. But you could say the yards you give up was bad, but you walked out by only giving up 21 points to Alabama, whose offense has been churning since the Florida State loss. And they will be playoff bound, period. They're not going to lose the last two games. They're going to turn things up to another notch, and they're going to be in the playoffs. So it's not just as bad as you would like it to be, but woo, buddy. I do think we need to talk about this ugly there. First, shout out to our partners over there at Sleeper. If you're not using it for daily fantasy ball, you are 100% missing out. They got some of the best odds and options out there. Plus, they're going to hook you up. Use our code UNFAIR. Get 100% match on your first deposit up to $100. Plus, use our promo code UNFAIR. They're going to give you $20 just for signing up. And, of course, my picks in this game didn't go very well because, Ty Simpson didn't get 2 passing touchdowns. They actually ran in 2 touchdowns. So it didn't go the way that I hoped, but it's okay. I'm not upset. So we're going to look at some of these NFL plays real quick. Got to look at my Buccaneers. Playing Buffalo. Give me some Baker. I think he's going to do 2 touchdowns in this game. Josh Allen most likely will too because this Tampa defense is awful. But it's okay. Give me some Emeka Egbuka yards. I think James Cook does not score a touchdown in this game. And then I'm going to take a little bit of, I think Ott does it. So it's very easy. 2 or more players more or less on the stats. And you can win up to 1,000 times your money. So taking your game knowledge and making these game days into paydays. Use a promo code UNFAIR. Hook you up. 100% match on your first deposit up to $100. Plus, give you $20 just for checking them out. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Now, we got to talk about some of this ugly, man. Offense, cheeks. Cheeks, I tell you, cheeks. And it's what's so bad about it is the plays are there. The openings are there. Material's just not seeing them consistently. Now, he threw some passes. I'm going to give him his props. That Sategna play where he broke the tackle and launched it, that laser, that was exactly where you wanted to go. He was looking off that safety to where the safety was following. I think it was either Giovanni or Jermichael going a little bit deep on the post, and he hit Sategna on that corner. You had some good stuff out of Mateer, the slants to Burks and to Giovanni. They were giving you that, and we were taking them, especially on the RPO. It was good. He had moments where he shouldn't have handed the ball off and he should have ran it himself. There was a touchdown for that when we kicked the field goal to go up 23-21. But he also kept it in moments he shouldn't have and didn't throw it in moments he should. That Giovanni, basically the red zone where he did the RPO, looked like he was going to run it. Giovanni was coming across the middle, and because he kept his eyes up, the defense didn't know what to do, but then they started to collapse. If he would have thrown it toward the middle of the field, Giovanni could have came across and caught that for a touchdown. They even called it on the broadcast because he was open. I don't care nobody say he was. It looked like a tight window, but it was. But if he would have done it right, that was touchdown, period. Especially as hard as he throws, would have been fine. So we got to figure that out. But the thing is, you win a game where they outgain you 406-212. I think this is like the first time ever. I think Ross Dellinger posted something about that. We'll talk about that later on tonight on the live, but that was absurd. That tells you everything you need to know about this defense, and your offense is exactly what all of you said you wanted last year. Competent enough to help the defense, and we won because of it. Excellent, though. We got to talk excellent. The excellence deserves a good amount of time. I know I'm going pretty deep into this one, but excellent gets it. Eli Bowen, pick 6. He got a pick last year. Didn't get to return it to the crib. He almost could have. But he didn't. This time he said, I'm going to leave with something this time. I'm going to leave with something. And he did. Kip said the same thing. He got his sack, said he's going to leave with something. Had to maintain his ownership stake. But the excellence still goes really hardcore into his defense. Fourth quarter, you give up 40 yards total. You locked down in the fourth quarter. Period. Fourth quarter numbers was great. 40 yards. You gave up 10 rushing yards, 30 pass yards in the fourth quarter. They got out 5 passes. You got 2 sacks. The pressure was on. You made them work. 1 for 4 on third downs in the fourth quarter. 1 for 2 on fourths. They had 16 plays, 2.5 yards a play. That was how good your fourth quarter was. Third quarter wasn't as great, but fourth quarter was it. Eli. MVP of the game, Taylor Wine. Taylor Wine was the MVP of that game. Not only did you block, he blocked. When he did that jump over deal, which is legal except for in the NFL, he blocked that field goal. The good thing is the hike was high, so you could tell that they were a little shooketh. You had Ty and them shooketh. Bama was shooketh. Understand that they were shooketh. Wine blocked that field goal. You see it in the broadcast. Boom, hit the hand. Fantastic. He gets the sack that forces the fumble that leads to the lead. I told y'all, R. Mason Thomas being gone. I said this in every single Bama, because I went on like 3 different Bama shows this week. And I said, R. Mason Thomas being out hurts. But we good, though. Taylor Wine solid. We rotate a lot. We played 23 dudes on defense, at least 9 snaps. I think y'all understand that, man. That's wild. A lot of teams don't do that. Don't get the opportunity to do that because they don't have the talent to do it. They don't have the competitive depth to do it. We do. So we were able to rotate dudes like crazy in that game. We rotated like crazy. And the defense, not perfect, buckled down and won the game the way you expected your defense. That's the funny thing is, Bama's really good in fourth quarters. We've been kind of mid in fourth quarters, except for on defense. Offense really hurts the number there, but I don't think y'all get this. Hear your boy out. We shut them down, and Bama's really good in fourth quarters. That's what you wanted. That's what you were looking for. That's what you were hoping for that you would get out of this team, is that they would close. So I say this with as much disrespect as possible for those who are non-believers. Do you believe now? And I say this, again, with more disrespect. They have proven time and time again that they can do it. They've also proven that they will lose a game. What I don't understand is, as a fan base, how do you not believe in this team that they can achieve something that they've shown you numerous times they can do? Yes, they will give you heartbreak. It's football. Unfortunately, the breaks won't happen. The refs will do something. Again, don't let the refs dictate your success. But straight up, they've shown y'all that they could do it. It's time to start believing that they can. Put the good juju out there. That's what we need to be doing. Decide to wait to the end of here to really toot my own horn, because I deserve it again, because I tried to told y'all what was going to happen. I went on every Bama show and let them know the secret to winning this game is getting home to Ty Simpson, which I expect us to, forcing turnovers, which is something he doesn't do, which I knew that we would do, and we did. I also gave y'all that final score, 23-21. Go check my socials. I've got the receipts. But I only picked that because when I saw Vegas's number, I felt like this was going to be just like the Georgia game. Bama beat Georgia 24-21. I figured it would be flipped for us because titanium leg Tate Sandell was going to hit us some big shots. My guy, yeah. It's funny sitting around some Bama folks. We were setting up for that 50-yarder, and they're like, y'all got a field goal kicker? They can kick that good? I was like, oh, yeah. He hit 3 of these at Neyland Stadium. They're like, yeah, our kicker sucks. And I'm like, yeah, thank you. I don't know if y'all know this. Little shade out there, though. But go look up who the special teams coordinator is for Alabama. Go look that up. I'm going to let y'all do it, because we know him very well. And we are very happy that Bama poached him away. But yeah, titanium leg did what he needed to do. Closed it out. But we closed as a team in a way that you all hoped. So I say again, are you not entertained? And do you not believe? Is it time for y'all to get on this bandwagon? When I get back home, which we're about to get ready to fly in a bit, I will break down, because at that point AP will drop. We'll have the new all the polls, the initial polls, and then we'll have Tuesday night is when you'll have the show. I'll break down what it looks like for our opportunity to make the playoffs, because right now we did what we needed to do to own our destiny. If Oklahoma wants to go to the playoffs, they will. They have to own it now. They don't need to go to the SEC championship game, even though there's still a very slight path. But you don't need to. I'm sorry, correction. There is zero path to the SEC championship game now. There is zero path. But you're going to the playoffs. We match Alabama with 4 wins against ranked teams. That win against number 4 Alabama propels us up, and it should make us top 8 minimum, and we should maintain that for the rest of the season. We just have to win out. Go win, baby. Just win. Told y'all, just win. And Sooner Nation, please just get behind your team. I know it's frustrating. I know. But guess what? They're doing everything they need to do to win any and every game. They're in every game. They can win every game. And as mid-tier has been, he's doing just enough to not cost you games. Now, Texas game, different story. I digress. All right. We'll be live tonight at 6. Me and Coop. Back, what we usually do. Me and John will go on, locked on. Go check out his post-game live. It's fantastic. We will, we'll chop it up with all of y'all in a bit. Shout out to Sleeper. Support the channel. If you're into that, use our promo code UNFAIR, and they're going to hook you up. We'll talk soon. Peace.